the ultimate fan analysis.
How you doing, guys, and welcome to another episode of Fanalysis. Before we start, I just want to give a big shout out to Fahana, who had a beautiful baby girl at the weekend. Big shout out to her and her family. Right, moving on. I caught the fight, a couple of fights over the weekend. Now watch Charles Martin v Jared Anderson. And I've got to tell you the truth, Jared Anderson, for a young, up-and-coming heavyweight, 23 years old, touted as the next big thing against 37-year-old Charles Martin, who has now had a few defeats. I thought he struggled a bit, and I thought, well, he won a unanimous decision over 10 rounds, but I thought it would have been a much easier fight than it was. In the 10th round, Jared Anderson himself was lucky he didn't get knocked out. Now, in comparison, I've heard a lot of people call Charles Martin a bum when AJ knocked him out in 2 rounds and put him down twice. And since then, Anderson has been on to fight Ortiz, is it Kaunaki? And none of them, and Jared Anderson now, and none of them has done what AJ did. So that speaks volumes for AJ. Credit to AJ. So I watched that fight, and let's just see where Jared Anderson goes from here, because if he's going to be playing in this division, he's going to need to be able to do better than that. Yes, I've heard people say it's a warm-up fight. It was a good test for him, but he's got to do better than that, so we'll just see where that goes. Franchôn Crews versus Savannah Marshall. And I wasn't impressed so much with Crews. She did a lot of holding, and she'd come and she was putting the pressure on, but there was a lot of holding. And also with Savannah, for a tall girl, she seems to get down to the level, similar to what AJ did with Povetkin. She crouches down to that level. It wasn't a good looking fight, but Savannah won, and she's now the undisputed super middleweight champion. And it looks like her and Clarissa may meet again. That'll be interesting. I wonder what weight they'll do it. Will it be at the lower weight or the higher weight? They've both got the belts, and let's see where that one goes. I also managed to catch Whittaker. He won with ease. I believe at the end it was a knockdown. I only caught the highlights, so I didn't catch the end properly. But from what I saw, yes, he did showboat, but he did also concentrate on what he was doing. And he looked good. He's only had 3 fights, so he's an up-and-coming talent. And he's got it. I believe he's got it. We'll follow that career, see where he goes. So that's it, really. Other news is Dillian Whyte has finally signed the contract. So it looks like AJ and Dillian Whyte will be on. And I've heard a lot of people saying, oh, AJ didn't want that fight. AJ didn't want that fight. There's a lot of people that like to slag AJ down for no reason at all. AJ wanted to fight, and he's accepted it. He said he doesn't need a rematch clause for Dillian Whyte. So hopefully he goes on. I don't believe he's overlooking Dillian Whyte. But they'll have that fight. And I think AJ will deal with him in good fashion. Because Dillian's susceptible for that uppercut. And it always catches him. And AJ is a much more skillful boxer than Dillian. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that fight. Anyway, guys, short video. And I can catch you all later. Peace. I'm out of here.